Okay, well, this is like the, I'm not kidding, probably 10th take of trying to just commentate a video. Like, that's it. So I don't want to redo this, if I'm being honest. I just want to post this video. So I don't know if I'm even gonna say much. I might say just like a couple things, but I really wanted to do a video with an overlay and me describing the video. So here we are. This marble pencil liner, I had to cut like 80 pieces to get the 40 that I needed for this floor. This stuff was so soft that if you just set it down wrong, it would break. If you've worked with soft marble before, you know it's just no joke to make a piece a half-inch wide. But we got through it somehow. You have to take those cuts just so slow. The nice thing about the DeWalt saw is you can make as many passes as you want because of the plunge feature, so you can slide the tray back and forth and just take your time. So I had hours and hours into fabricating that, which, you know, is okay. Staying clean throughout the process is one of two like principles that I like to operate by. Principle number one is do quality work, and then principle number two is do clean work. And I have voluntarily given those two principles co-equal weight in my mind. So it's just important for me to stay clean at work as it is to do quality work. And the reason is because when I concentrate on being clean as a priority at work, I find that my work is just, it's so much better than when I'm sloppy. I think it's something to do with how my brain works. I need organization and cleanliness and all of that to do my best work. So I've embraced that neuroticism, if you will, and I feel like it's actually helped me feel more balanced in the rest of my life because I voluntarily act in a neurotic way on my job sites when it comes to detail and cleanliness. So I'm not a psychologist. I don't know if that's wise or healthy, but I really love tile work and I really love being very clean at work. So it's strange too. People notice it, like on Instagram or whatever. You get comments all the time. People don't believe that I work. Like, I literally get people asking me, like, do you change clothes at work just for your Instagram videos? And I don't. You know, I just am neurotic. What can I say? But the work turns out well. So people like the work, and that's very important to me. So that's a tileable drain grate by Schluter. That black strip behind it is the little piece that they send. That little piece of plastic. You stick it down in there so that way when your wall tile sets on it, it finishes it out real nice and clean. Covers up the orange, covers up the thin set, and gives it a real finished look. You know, I never really utilized those things until the past couple jobs, but it really makes them look great. So notice here in just a second, I start spot checking all this again with the torpedo level. When you're doing shower floor mosaic work, the torpedo level is critical. You can't have little localized puddles that are formed, and the torpedo level is the best way to check in real localized spots that the slope is proper. prep work too. It really does apply the whole way through. The prep work, I know it's just prep work, but I really do give it attention. And the attention to detail is there even in the prep work. I should say even in the prep work. The prep work is as important as the finished aesthetic. If the prep work's not on, it doesn't matter how great the finished product is. If it fails, then that finished product that's so great is destroyed. So the prep work has to be dialed in. I apologize for two things. One, being such a tile nerd, and two, being such a preachy tile nerd. I did pastor for 10 years, so I mean, it's hard to get that preachiness out of you, I suppose. But we're just talking about tile here. You are just watching me. You are just watching and listening to me be cringy on camera, doing my best to not be, but failing miserably. I'm gonna delete all of that. So here, notice in just a second, I pull this tile up, give you guys a little coverage check. It's wise to do this, especially with marble. Like I've said, you gotta get 100% coverage with marble. Otherwise, the marble will crack. You also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you also need to double up your subfloor with marble. You need about 1 inch, at least, of subfloor for natural stone. You're trying to cut that deflection rating. You're essentially trying to double the deflection rating of this, trying to cut in half, right? You're going from 1/360th of an inch of bounce essentially between the joist to 1/720th of an inch. So, and if I don't have the technical lingo down, I apologize. I know those numbers are right? You're cutting in half, so your fraction doubles or whatever, from 360 to 720, the amount of deflection in the floor. Because stone, it can't take that movement as well as porcelain can, so you really need to make sure your subfloor is rigid for a stone install. Spot checking it again with the torpedo level, and then being very sure to just run your hand over everything. Feel for lippage. You know, the real trick when it comes to these type of installs is just taking your time, remaining patient, taking your time. Last but not least, got a little clip here of me meditating in the shower, because you just gotta keep things stress-free.